Welcome to the Just Being Frank Show, the realest sports talk show on YouTube, giving fans a real-life perspective on sports and entertainment.
You knew better, you do better, who do it better? CC for you, CC to me too, yeah, two. Let's get it. Caitlin's coming for you. What's with all the hype? Is it all because she white? Caitlin's coming for you. Nah, she a dog, she can ball like she might. Caitlin's coming for you. Soaring through the sky, it's a Hawkeye legend. Caitlin's coming for you. Now the fever on fire, Wnba jam. Fast break, she on the move. Go hard, win or lose. Dog on the court, but show charm in an interview. Even though they all hating, even though it's all Caitlyn. Sorry, bust your balls, but this year gon' be hard breaking. MVP, bad dad, logo 3-step bags. No look past, catch that. Nike couldn't check that. So check that, hating at the door. We in year 2 with debating if she the GOAT. Float like a butterfly, sting like a bee. Rumble CC like Muhammad Ali. Shake the haters off like John the Liquidator. They games premature, should be baller than incubators. Keep putting ink to paper, keep signing for meals. If they try to lock you out, they'll be shining your wheels. Working at a car wash, cause most of them all wash. Claiming they the reason that most of us all watch.
Not just because of one person, it's because of me too.
What's with all the hype? Is it all because she white? Caitlin's coming for you. Nah, she a dog, she can ball like she might. Caitlin's coming for you. Soaring through the sky, it's a Hawkeye legend. Caitlin's coming for you. Now the fever on fire, Wnba jam. Look up in the sky, it's a bird, it's a plane. Nah, that's Angel Reese dropping turds on the game. Not working on the game, not deserving of the fame. Missing wide open lays like she played with a broken wing. Seemed hopeless, man, Lisa Leslie couldn't fix it. We scream floopies, bang, that thing getting ridiculous. Tried to poke the bear, but we laughing cause she dickless. Can't see me no man, CC, shoot it from a distance. Shoot it with persistence, do it so consistently. 6 overall with efficiency. Still receive hate so persistently. Microwave their game, cook their game in an instant. Pinpoint pretty passes, do it with precision. And you can't see the difference, you tripping. Caitlyn is the type that can lift all boats, but poke holes and it's all she wrote. We want all the smoke. Caitlyn's coming for you. What's with all the hype? Is it all because she white? Caitlyn's coming for you. Nah, she a dog, she can ball like she might. Caitlin's coming for you. Soaring through the sky, it's a Hawkeye legend. Caitlin's coming for you. Now the fever on fire, Wnba jam. Top of the morning, afternoon, night, depending on where you at. It's the Pope, your host that do the most. Welcome to the Just Being Frank Show, featuring Caitlyn Clark. All right, man, let's get busy, man. We got a lot to cook up. Cause hey, listen, if you've been around for a while over here on my channel, we're gonna dive into when I jumped out the window when Unrivaled was first announced, and I jumped out the window and I said, this is the end of the WNBA. That's what this league meant. And people were saying, no, Pope can't be. They just came with an expansion team in Golden State, in Oakland, in San Francisco, wherever the Valkyries are. And I'm like, that don't mean nothing. That's just all for smoke and mirrors. I said, that's smoke. That's to make you look over there and think they trying to do something, but they really not. I told y'all from the gate that this is why they are sabotaging Caitlyn Clark, because she refused to take part in Unrivaled and help that league succeed. So they can do away with the WNBA and start all over, and the WNBA want to do away with it too. They're all in together now. I've said this from the jump. It was a very unpopular opinion. Everybody said, Pope, you're off your rocker. You're too much with the conspiracy theories.
so on and so forth. And the only reason why I came to that conclusion, this is the reason why they sabotaging Caitlin Clark. This is one of the main reasons. It's because she refused to go alone to get alone. She said, no, I'm not. I didn't never have visions of playing 3-on-3 full-court ball. I had visions of playing the WNBA. She didn't know the memo was we're about to do away with this. And she didn't understand that, with her being her, it was going to generate too much of a buzz. When we say, the league wasn't ready for Caitlin Clark, that was on purpose. That wasn't that wasn't on accident. But let me slide on over here. I'm gonna give my shout outs to everybody that's in the building. But let me go ahead and go and grab this Unrivaled post and put it up on the screen. Because they came into some extra money. And we're gonna talk about how they supposedly generating so much money when the ticket sales is low. The building they played in, I can't even call it a stadium. The little building they played in don't seat nothing but 300-400 people. So I don't see how you generate the TV ratings was terrible, right? TV ratings was terrible, right? So where you getting money from, or where y'all profiting from? Right? All right, let's pull this up real quick. Then I'm gonna give my shout outs to everybody that's in the building. And again, man, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. This one right here, we about to dive deep into some situations. Introducing no tab announcement. Okay, that's neither here nor there. All right, let's go on over here, man. Let's get to the top. Shout out to Icy in the building. Off the top says the documentary about how WNBA prominence was squandered by great is going to be sad. Yes, indeed. Shout out to you. Marisol, shout out to you. AW, Godfather, J24, out the Bahamas. Post, shout out the Bahamas. Yes, love the Bahamas. Shout out to you. TD Sports Card, radio in the building. Maria, John Luke Ely, shout out to you. Appreciate you coming through. Citizen Disclosure, Sandra Smith, Kent Carlson, never miss it. Never miss it. All right, y'all. Now, I don't know who's in here who's been following me since last year. Since last year, in the beginning of last year. If you have, this should be interesting for you. And if you haven't, we're gonna go all over it again. So don't even trip. We're gonna rewind because it's now present time where it's showing its ugly face on what I was saying in my intuition. That's all it was. I just had a good intuition. Some told me when ESPN allowed Breonna Stewart and Nefesi Collier to go on a promotion about their new league that they forming that's called Unrivaled, which is going to be a direct rival to the WNBA, not the Big Three, because that's the men's league. So that was going to be a direct rival to the WNBA. If you have players in another league that's making more money than they are in your league, they could. I said this in real time. I said that's a conflict of interest off the gate. And now, not only do they have the players that's in your league coming to their league, they signing the top-notch future of your league to their league before you even sign them. So again, when I noticed the WNBA didn't have nothing to say, no kind of punishment, no, you can't solicit while you on a job, they allowed Nefesi and Bree to go out on all these platforms and promote the Unrivaled League with no regards. I mean, again, no problem. WNBA said, okay. You had Kathy Engelbert showing up to the games in Unrivaled. a direct rival league to your league, you got the commissioner of the league showing up in support of the Unrivaled. They acting as if they about to add all these teams to Boston and to Detroit and to Cleveland, and no. That's all smoke and mirror. That's all smoke and mirror. The whole plan when Caitlin Clark was coming through is this would be the good time to get from up under the WNBA. The WNBA can go away now because we didn't owe them too much money. The WNBA and the NBA, the people that own the NBA, that's part of the WNBA, they ready to wash their hands with the WNBA themselves. So it was in their best interest to create another league, act as if they have nothing to do with that league. When the new CBA is coming about, they can lock out and proceed to just move forward with a new league. The only problem is you don't have Caitlin Clark, so you would have the same old same as you had before without Caitlin Clark. So when they offered her a deal when she was a senior in Iowa and she turned them down, Ice Cube followed up with offering her $5 million a year, 2 years, 10 games, $5 million each year. She turned that down. But the only reason why he offered her that is because he knew she turned the Unrivaled league down. That was basically trying to mimic his league, but on the women's side, and they trying to make it full court. So he was, oh, okay, she turned y'all down, you little dummies. I'll just jump out the window and say, hey, come join the Big Three. And he might have known the WNBA would be not for long, all alone. People that had their ear to the streets and in the industry, yeah. So Unrivaled has been a rival to WNBA since day one. And they all seen this coming from a mile away. That, okay, when the CBA, think about it. Okay, let's think about this. The WNBA offered him 7-figure deal. But what's the stipulations? You can't play in no other league. You can't play in no other league. Now, if you knew, which they knew, of course, the WNBA knew the new CBA negotiations was coming up. So when they promoted their league of the Unrivaled last year, why didn't you make an issue? Why didn't you let them know, hey, that's not going to be allowed? And we got a new CBA coming up. We going with y'all. We don't want y'all to be playing in all kind of different leagues. We want to start, but we want to be able to pay y'all so you don't have to have an Unrivaled league. So, no, we're not cool with you soliciting a new league and coming up with a new league when we have a new CBA deal that we're about to have negotiations for. Well, I'm sure y'all gonna want more money, and we're open to giving you more money, but we're not gonna want you to have no leagues. So you promoting the new league is asinine. That means you're for sure going to walk out on us, because you're not going to start something and have all these investors investing millions of dollars just for you to sign a new CBA deal and wash away with everybody who invested in the new league that you're talking about, you co-founded. It's no way. The fact that they allowed this whole thing to happen tells me they're in on it as well. I don't know. I think I'm speaking Spanish right now. I think I may be speaking Spanish, Espanol. See, That's what I'm saying. I think I'm speaking Spanish. Frank, the ability to play in other leagues is allowed per the current CBA. If there is a lockout, all bets are off anyway. That's what I mean. I speak Espanol. The fact that they knew a CBA negotiation deal was coming the very next year, and you're promoting and coming up with a new league, knowing we're about to negotiate a new deal that will pay you more, and you can't play in other leagues once we pay you more. So no, you forming a brand new league when we're 1 year away from CBA negotiations to where you're going to ask for more money. We're most likely going to give it to you, but we're going to combat that with, hey, but you can't play in other leagues. You don't allow them to start promoting and not let them know, hey, that ain't gonna fly in the new CBA. That ain't gonna fly once we do this. So I don't know what y'all doing, unless y'all planning on locking out and never returning, because now you're too far in now. You're too deep in to a new league. You have to see it through now. You have too many investors. You have too many $1 million investors. So you can't just back out now, or you will owe, or might get sued the shit out of. So again, Caitlin Clark not being a part of this all and going along with this ride with the rest of the players is one of the main reasons why she get treated the way she does all around the way the board, from the top down. Because you see how many investors are in. You see who's invested in this? Let's go. Let's go. Let's break it down. All right. Unrivaled says, taking Unrivaled to the next level. With Unrivaled players remaining the largest equity group, this is how athlete-driven success looks. Thank you for the support of all our investors in this round and previous rounds. Okay, so they thanking all the investors. Again, ain't no way they can back out of this. Because I told y'all, it's not Nefesti Collier and Bree Stool who forting the bill, who fronting the money. They don't got no money. They broke as everybody else in the WNBA. They not as rich as Caitlin Clark. So how they forming the league or starting the league? No, it's everybody who putting in on this. Okay, and you got, I'm talking about so many celebrities and athletes who are celebrities too, that's putting in on this. Why? What, not even from both years before they even started. Why? Why would Gino Arama, why would he participate in this? Why would he invest in a league that is different from the WNBA, where he puts tons of, he damn near got the majority of the WNBA is Connecticut players. So what are you doing investing in this league for? Why? Because Nefesta Collier and Bree. So what kind of plan y'all got? Why is Ashton Kutcher involved? Why is Steve Nash involved? Why is Carmelo Anthony involved? Why is all the Holiday brothers from the NBA? They involved. Now the Wagner brothers, now they involved. Now you got all these different people that come in putting in money on women's basketball, which you have all this evidence of they've never turned a penny. They've never turned a profit, not a penny. What would make me want to invest in something that's already is proven to be a 28-year failure? Failure. Huge failure. They lost. The NBA had to subsidize them $10 million a year to keep this league afloat. But yet you got all these people that want to invest in women's basketball. Why? What business sense is that? Now you got Serena Williams, and you got let's look. I'm telling y'all, This shit makes no sense. This is all part of the industry. That's why all these industry people are the ones that's invested. Unrivaled closed its oversubscribed Series B investment round, bringing league valuation to $340 million. How? The shit was trash last year. How? That's what I'm saying. Even this year, after you seen last year, they had bad TV ratings. They played in a little bitty gym that only seated like 600 people. I mean, it was bad. It didn't look good. It wasn't a good style of brand of basketball. It was bad. But you got more people that want to invest and people that still want to invest. It's crazy work. It don't make sense. If it don't make sense, it ain't the truth. New investors in this round. Bessemer Venture Partners, Serena Ventures, Trey Young, Del J. Pines and Sylvia Pines, Sam Rappaport, Franz and Maurice Wagner, Next Legacy Partners. Trey Young, Frank, you see what I'm saying? Franz Wagner, Serena Williams, Areno, Gino, whatever the fuck. Oh my goodness. It's so obvious. It's so obvious what's going on. We've had the privilege of backing many category defining companies, and we believe Unrivaled is building the next great sports league. Again, how? What gives you that belief? Without Caitlin Clark in the WNBA, there's so much evidence, even from her being hurt this year. You see how much ratings went down and everything went down? And that's with Caitlin Clark still at least being around, able to sign autographs and stuff like that. If y'all don't even got Caitlin Clark around, if she's not even in this from the beginning, then what gives you any kind of confidence that this is going to be a winner when it's evidence of it failing since its existence? Women's basketball, women's professional basketball has failed for its existence. Let's continue. Doubling down. Warner Bros. Doubling down. Discovery and Alex Morgan's Tribe Ventures double down on their investment in Unrivaled through this round. Again, why? Do they know something we don't know? Is Caitlin Clark coming back? I mean, is Caitlin Clark coming to this league? Possibly. It seems like it will be the only women's league in the United States of America. She either going to play in this women's league or she going to have to go play and take her ball overseas. It's either or. Now, let's check this out. Look at this. Look at how they doing promo and all this. These are your top college players in college right now. They already taking photo shoots and shit. The WNBA is done. They are taking photo shoots. They're already signing the college players. The college players now, like Juju. Juju is able to, she don't have to worry about USC no more. She don't have to worry about returning to USC. She can go play in Unrivaled right now. Hannah Hidalgo, she don't got to wait. She don't got to wait and keep playing for Notre Dame. She just plays for Unrivaled now. They're allowing the young stars to come play in a professional league out the gate. So, again, man, and this is probably why Olivia Miles chose to stay in college, knowing, hey, I'm going to play one more year in college. But I don't know. Because the colleges should be shutting this shit down. Ain't no way y'all got you on scholarship and giving you NIL deals to play for my college, and you go and play in a different league, in a professional league. Once you play in a professional league, but see, now they got the NIL deals, but it used to be if you got a check from any professional league, then you can't be a college player. If you from America, I don't know how they used to do. I know they did LaMelo Ball like that. They said since he played overseas and got a paycheck for playing for the BBB, and playing overseas and so on and so forth. Before Australia, before that he couldn't go to college. He couldn't play in D1 because he played when he was 14, when he was 15 years old. He played with his dad's BBB world team, traveling and going overseas. So I don't know how this works, but this is wild work. Okay, this is wild work. They didn't already sign all of the top college players, and they're taking pictures. They're doing photo shoots. It is a wrap. They're going full steam ahead. Oh, she got on the 40s. She got on the Jordan 40s. Who is this? I like that. I like her off the gate. She got on my Jordan 40s, but these are the white and black ones. These are cold. I got to get those next. They came out first before my Sky Blues did. But boy, I got to get those. Hold on. Turn music down. Hey, they got commercials. They come, look, they full-blown photo shoots. Top players. Look at this. Amazing. I don't know who that is. Know who they are. Amazing, right? Right? I find that very interesting. Make sure we hitting the like button, man. We subscribing to the channel. Unrivaled taking over. Steve Nash put up $5 million. It's the Ponzi scheme. All right, now I'm okay. Activism, 29-year failure. I think it's all lies. Activism agree. There we go. 303 is boring long term. Burning money. They had their first chance to showcase it. 505. 50. Hey, see my boy Stay Fly. He been around for shout out to Stay Fly, my guy, your guy. He's in the building. Stay Fly, man. Wasn't I telling these people that the WNBA was about to do away once this Unrivaled League came about? Once they spoke on this Unrivaled League last year, soon as they came talking about Unrivaled, we got a new league. I'm like, oh, the WNBA finna go away. I think I even said it on Jason Whitlock's, and he was like, nah, they just got 2 new teams. I can't remember. I'm sure I did. I've been saying it over and over and over throughout the years. Well, these 2 years. Of course, they're paying him. They already signed him. You still did since he came through the door. Because, yeah, I guess nobody else here remembers or they wasn't around at that time. Because, my goodness. Listen, when this came out and when I seen Keith Division video, shout out to him. And he was like, man, the WNBA is over with. And I'm like, that's funny. That's funny. I said, that's crazy. My intuition served me correct. I said, that's crazy. Because again, to me, it was simple to put together. It's simple mathematics. Who's going to allow, again, you can do it however you want to do it. If you got a business and your business not even booming, but you've been trying to just do it out the kindness of your heart because you can do it, you got the money to do it, and your business is booming, and 2 of your employees, they start a similar business with just less people, but paying people more money and telling them they can get equity into their business. You would allow that? You wouldn't have a problem with that yourself? You owned a business and 2 of your employees started a similar company. just downsized it, but yet told people we're gonna pay you more than what you're making over here. And I just let you just run through the building. Hey, we just promoting your new business. We about to have a new one, and we're gonna go across the street. It's gonna be a little less. We ain't gonna have to worry about moving around like y'all gotta do over here. You ain't gonna have to worry about none of that. We're gonna have spa days and massages and whoop-de-whoop. We're gonna pay you more. You can come, you're gonna get equity in our company, all of that. You're gonna allow an employee to do that. Have no problems with it. No consequences behind it. If you, man, that's what I'm saying. This is simple math. Nobody's going to do that unless they was in on it. Unless they was trying to get away from the shit themselves. Unless I'm trying to get rid of my business. Let's say I'm trying to get, I'm so in debt. I've been running this company for 28 years. I ain't made a profit. I just been out the kindness of my heart because it's helping people live out their dreams. And so I'm just paying them, and they complaining about how much I'm paying them. They, even though they ain't made me a dollar, a penny, they ain't made me a penny, but they complaining on how much I'm paying them. I'm like, listen, man, I want to get rid of this shit, but I don't want nobody else to, I don't want everybody else to look like I just shitted on them and just threw them under the bus and said, fuck them and left them in the dust, even though I've been forking out money for them and not getting nothing in return for 28 years. Even though I've been doing all that I can for them, once I say I'm done, if we don't have something else for them to do, then I'm going to look like the bad guy if I shut the business down. So, yeah, go ahead. Start you with, listen, come in my office. Come here. How about you and you, because y'all my two best workers. One is white, one is like half. So you white, Brianna Stu, you and y'all go. We're going to come up with this form because they got this new girl, that Caitlin Clark girl that's in Iowa. You see her do 14 million? Yeah. They on her like white on rice. Oh, my God. So if this is the time to get rid of this shit, we got the CBA coming. We got the new girl coming. The new white girl, she about to, oh, my God. So y'all start this little league or whatever it is. Say it's going to be a 3-on-3 to start out. But y'all do that, and we're going to come up with the new CBA and put a deal out there to where y'all going to say we disrespecting y'all, and then we're going to ask y'all to do something that's too late to get rid of your league that you just started, that we let you promote. We let you promote this league, but now we're going to ask you got to do away with that league. That ain't That's not happening. They know that's not going to happen. They know, the WNBA knows it can't get rid of the Unrivaled League no more. So them asking them to do that, that's almost just saying, we're done here. We're done here. That's what that's saying. We're done here. Yeah, we know you got a new league. Yeah, we know you can't. There's no way you can back out of it. Not now. You got too many people invested. You'll be done. No way you can leave. No way you can leave that. And so no way you can sign this new deal. Oh my goodness. I got a new super chat, man. Shout out to the Truth saying, how come nobody is talking about the players in the WNBA that won't be playing in Unrivaled? They have limited slots. What about the other players? Oh man, they'll fill them slots in. It ain't nothing to fill them slots in. That's easy. The players that didn't want to play in Unrivaled already knew that it wasn't time to. It wasn't time to. So again, you only had a few players that's worthy, that's noteworthy. that you noticed, like Asia Wilson didn't play. Kelsey Plum didn't play. Caitlin Clark, of course. Few other noteworthy players. Camila Cardoso didn't play. Kelsey Mitchell didn't play. And again, you don't think everybody's just going to want to play. Some people might go overseas because the money might be even better than what they can get paid in Unrivaled. Kelsey Mitchell might have a sweet deal out in China that's making way, and she probably comfortable out there and get treated like royalty out there. So who knows? Who knows who they get? Sophie Cunningham didn't play in Unrivaled. You might get her to play. Like, you change up rules and situations on how things can go, then, I mean, it is a new league, so you don't got to stick to it having to be 3-on-3. You can open it up to 4-on-4, 5-on-5. You can open it up to playing at certain facilities in certain states. You can move to, like I said, you can put it in all the main states. Do a deal with Chicago's home, New York's, LA, yada, yada, yada. Philly, yada, yada, yada. You can take the show on the road to where you got 6 games in one day, 4 games in one day. When you come in, you pay for a ticket, you can watch all 4 of the games. You can do it just like that. But yeah, no Clark, no cares. But that's the main reason why they hate Clark. No Clark, no cares. It's the main reason why they started out sabotaging her from the jump. She wouldn't go along with the get along. She still ain't. And look, they sitting her down. They sitting her down this season. The reason why I've been saying I think they sabotaging her from, and not only the MVP, but from continuously making the players that came before Caitlin Clark look terrible. Look terrible. Look like, damn, I thought she was nice, but Caitlin Clark broke your record, your career record in 2 years. So when Caitlin Clark continue to keep breaking their records and we got to keep diving into the record books of the WNBA, then we come to find out and be more educated that, yeah, y'all ain't been shit. Y'all been putting up bad, sad numbers and winning MVPs and shit like that. Caitlin Clark come in 2-3 years and she breaking women's career records. Like, come on, man. That shows how bad. And it would have been worse this year if she just played all through. Oh, my God. So y'all want to end it out on a good note and have the stats for the WNBA without Caitlin Clark just her name just floating all through there against your GOATs, right? She just had already passed your GOATs in only 2 years of playing. Boy, that'd be educational for somebody look at that 50 years from now and go look at the stat. Caitlin Clark only played 2 years, but she got just as many 20-plus, 10 assist games as Diana Taurasi, who played 500 and that'll look bad on you, folks. Yeah, how Caitlin Clark had the most assists ever in 3 years? Damn. Yeah, that's tough. So Unrivaled is now going to be the get down. But yes, all of them committed. Juju committed. All of the top players, everybody who was somebody in college basketball has committed to the Unrivaled already. So when I told y'all, and man, hey man, you know. All right, man, I'm going to get on up out of here, man. Appreciate y'all rocking out, man. Hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. It's the Pope. Peace and love. I'm out.